Is it on?
It is on.
Action. We're live. Wheels rolling. Today is March, what is it? March 15th is our race, so it's like the 11th, 12th?
The 12th.
Today's March 12th, 2025. We're documenting a little bit of time. When we're dead and gone, maybe somebody will watch this video and know about Springfield Raceway and the old legend Jerry Hoffman. Got something we've been wanting to talk about. Feel like it's better to do a video for what society says than to write it on paper. We might do both. In regards to Springfield Raceway and the sanctioning we're going to run under this year for 2025. For 2025, we're going to run under no sanctioning. We're going to run our rules that we've ran. Last year be basically the same. There'll be a couple changes to the one change, Midwest Mods, the spring rule. That's my rule that I wanted to add where there's no load in the left rear. On the Midwest Mods, the pure stocks will be the same. I don't think there's no rule update for this year. If there is, I'll get with Tommy and make sure. But it'll be our pure stock rules from last year. B mods will be USRA type, Power I type. I mean, they're all basically saying they're all basically off IMCA with some changes. But be Power I, USRA type, Power I type, the sanctioned body that was started. But I don't think I'm going to allow the new carburetor. I've had guys, that's the XP carburetor, yeah. Other tracks that have put their rules out. There's another couple tracks that's not sanctioned this year. They're putting their rules out and they're not allowing the XP carburetor either. So I got to get with somebody on the dyno for sure. One guy told me, don't hold me to this. I tried calling him and he didn't answer his phone. We'll see if he tells the truth now. But he really thought the XP was going to be an advantage because it made, I thought he told me, and I could be wrong because I like documentation and have things right. I thought he told me it made 25 more horsepower, but I don't know for sure. I will find out, and I'll get with Yeoman, get with Eagle Machine, and ask them what it makes on their dyno, the horsepower. As of right now, the XP carburetor will not be allowed this weekend for Power I type rules. You can run the aftermarket lower A-frames. Power I changed that. But as far as the carburetor, as of right now, because the other, I think the 99 Nationals, are they allowing it?
No.
99 Nationals. They're not allowing it.
The last I read, they're not.
Okay, so we'll up. As of right now, we're not going to allow that, but the rules are basically the same. So for this year, there will be no sanctioning, no license you have to buy. When you come in, one of the biggest things that is a battle, not a battle, but it takes time, and people get upset having to pay a temporary license if they don't want to buy a full license. And some guys spend $200 on temporary license, and they could have bought their license at $100, but they don't have that much money at the time. I understand that. Last year, I think I bought 25 or 30 licenses for people one night just because, and they paid me back. I think all but one guy paid me back. So I didn't pay for them. I bought them. They paid me back because they're wasting money on the temps. But I want to thank Cassie at Power I. Man, every week it was a talk with her, emails back and forth, because at Springfield Raceway is what I was told by a Power I official. We sold more temp license at Springfield Raceway than all the tracks put together as Power I. Well, it become a lot to take care of. It really did. And then people were upset because they said they bought it and they didn't, or they didn't, or whatever. But I don't think Cassie at Power I, because, man, she's great to deal with. She did a good job taking care of all that. It was always straight. If there was a misunderstanding, we got it cleared up. And I want to thank Jeff Albright. We met yesterday. Jeff has a passion for dirt racing that's crazy. It's as good as anybody's for what he wants to do for help Power I out. And what he's doing for them is great. Really, it is. We had opportunity to run the Power I Nationals, but it just wouldn't quite fit in what we're doing for 2025. So I want to thank Jeff Albright. Man, continue what you're doing. You're doing a good job to promote racing and help that series out. So when you come to Springfield Raceway, all you got to do is buy a pit pass. There's no temporary license. There's no license, and we'll run under our rules we had. The front-wheel drive guys, they got with me. They wanted to do their own type little deal of rules and talk with my tech man, talk with most of the front-wheel drive drivers. I can't tell you I talked to all of them. I'd be lying to you. But that's what they wanted to do. It's close to USRA, close to IMCA with a couple little spin-offs. But those rules are up there, and all the rules will be on Springfield Raceway webpage. And that's what we're going to do for 2025. I'm not telling you in 2026 we might run under a sanctioned body in a few type of our classes. I don't know. Maybe another new sanctioned body will occur. I don't know. I hope not, because we're sanctioned and bodied out. We're seriesed out in our area. And this year, just feel like it's best for no sanctioning at Springfield Raceway, no licenses, no temp licenses. Just come race. And just so you know, we talked to several drivers. Had several drivers reach out and give me their opinion. We listen. It don't mean we're going to do what they say, but you still don't hurt to listen. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can ask Jerry Brown. He listens to me and listens to drivers too. I'm going to tell you, 80% of them didn't want to run a sanctioning body or sanctioning body. They just didn't want to buy the license. They didn't want to pay the temporary license. So that's what we're going to do for 2025 at Springfield Raceway. No sanctioning and no temp license. And I hope that it's explained well enough for everybody to understand. How long's our video?
Or 5:45.
See, Kenny Wallace told me, because I talk Kenny a lot. Kenny's sharp. He got a little extra money coming in, income on his YouTube stuff. You'll make your videos 8 minutes at least. Because if you make your videos 8 minutes, you get 2 commercials in there. And then the commercials pay you. Because we're now digital creators. And we've got a kind of a plan with Springfield Raceway and our platform and what we do for people. We do a lot behind the scenes that nobody knows about. And I'll probably never tell nobody publicly. There's a few people behind the scenes know what we do for foundations with some nights out at the racetrack and some people that are just less fortunate. So we're going to continue to do that, and we're going to try to make some good content. I mean, I'm watching these guys like there's some digital creators, or were they content creators, or the YouTubers, or whatever they're called. So YouTubers wear their hats flat, like that, and they drink that Monster Energy drink, and which we have a division of Monster Energy drink called the Beast Victory Lane. I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I used to drink a little bit. I never was an alcoholic or anything like that. I always wanted to be a gynecologist, but I feel like that route would have took me the wrong way. Might have gotten in trouble for malpractice. I don't know. Might have been a good one. I don't know. You'd have brought your wife by, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Gynecologist. Well, anyway, okay, back. What was I talking about? What was we talking about? You're supposed to help me remember.
Yeah.
What I was talking about before I was going to be a gynecologist. I own a racetrack now,
Yeah.
and I'm a digital creator. We got big plans. We got a little help with Kenny. Give me a little bit of advice. I helped Kenny out a while back and told him he should monetize his page. And he monetized his page, so he's doing a little better there. Got a little extra income. But we got some people going to help us out to get us down the right road. I feel like we got a good platform with my old dirt track. We've got we're going to have some Airbnbs out there. There's a lot of Airbnbers who like somewhere to go stay and be part of something that's outdoorsy. So we're going to, excuse me about that. Well, that was snotty. We're going to have some packages for some Airbnbs where you can come to the Springfield Raceway, have a VIP experience, get it to drive a dirt car, and stay the night at the dirt track. I mean, who would want to do that? I mean, I don't know anybody. Well, there's probably people that don't care about that. But we have some camping available on the racetrack. You can bring your camper. You can bring your tent. We've got some hospitality areas. And we're going to get that all arranged for people can come and enjoy something that you just don't get to do every day. So we're going to get some stuff out on that. And we're going to race this weekend, March 15th, the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series. And I want to thank Chris Ellis. Chris Ellis' passion for dirt track racing is great too. Me and Chris talk a lot on the phone, and Chris is fired up to get this weekend in. They're going to be at Tulsa Speedway on Friday night, and then they're going to be at Springfield Raceway on Saturday night. Now, I'm trying to talk Jack. Now, Jack, here's the problem with Jack. If you know Jack, you know how he's Jack, old country boy. But Jack's a good old boy. But Jack has a little bit of anger issue in him, and here's why. I'm going to tell you this story. I think it was 10 years ago. It might have been 12, but I don't think it was 13. Somewhere like 10 years ago, they was racing March Madness. I don't think it was sanctioned by anybody. I think it was just March Madness. Late models, open late models, Springfield Raceway. And I like sports. And we have the March Madness theme where we draw a basketball court. Oh, remind me, we got to go buy a basketball goal because I'm not using the O'Reilly's trash can this year. I'm going to get it goal.
We'll fix the backboard on that one back there.
The glass is knocked out, ain't it?
I'll fix it.
Okay. Well, might be a fixed backboard this year. We're going to have official goal. We mark half courts 47 feet, right? 47 feet for a half court shot. We mark the three-pointer. What's a three-pointer? 22 foot, something like that? I don't know. It's all logistics. We Google us a basketball court. I used to draw it out, but now I have Jerry draw it out, and he does a good job. He takes pride in that. We draw the paint and everything. Well, we shot baskets for the top 6 in passing point. Top 6 or top 8, I don't know. Well, Jack was on the front row. And old Jack, I don't know if Jack was an athlete in school or not. He runs a good business down there, builds Cadillac race cars, used to work with GRT cars. Old Jack come up to shoot. Jack's tall old boy, stocky old boy. He came up to shoot, and I had forgot all about this until Jack brought it up to me 2 days ago. Jack shot and missed the whole goddamn backboard and all. It was air ball. I think the crowd chanted air ball. It hurt Jack's feelings, so Jack had to start third row. And Jack reminded me of this because I told Chris I wanted to shoot baskets for the front row, and Chris said, absolutely not. I said, really? He said, yep, nope, Jack won't want to. I said, well, screw Jack. Jack ain't part of it no more. Let's fire Jack. Me and you're in charge now. Let's shoot baskets. He said, nope. I said, I'll call and talk to Jack. So I talked to Jack. Jack said, no way, no way. He said, they ain't going to shoot no basket. That's stupid, he said. Tells me to start third row. And Jack told me the story with passion, and I forgot all about it. So Jack's still mad because he missed the whole goddamn board. And Jack's son is a good basketball player from Jace, he's a good basketball player. I think his name Jace. That's what Chris told me. He's a good player and probably good athletics. And maybe Jack wasn't very athletic. I don't know. But at least his son is. So I told Jack, let's just shoot for the front row. Just inside or outside. Whoever, top two in passing points, not passing points. We won't do passing points now. We're World Outlaw style.
We're
time trialing. If I own the series, first thing I do is get a casino to sponsor the track, and it would be passing points. Like it or act like it. They'd be passing points, and I think it'd make your heat races a lot better. And I know somebody on there is going to say, oh, they hate it. But that's just my opinion. I would have passing points. If you won your heat race, you'd make the race so automatically. Then we do passing points. And it would make the racing better, I guarantee you. Because right now you get all your fast guys on the front row that turn the fastest lap time because they got a 955 horsepower dragon breathing engine that they hold her flat on the floor to run my racetrack timing in. And then the front row of the heat race. And then usually late model heat races aren't good because you got to have a good racetrack you got to have a good racetrack to produce good late model racing because they're so fast. They're so glued on the track. They're just fast. You just talk to Moyer about it. He said they drive so much different than they ever used to. You just kind of hold her on the floor, and then your 955 horsepower dragon breathing engine, when it gets slick, you take these two restrictors or whatever, put in there to kill the horsepower that you paid $60,000 for a motor for. But that's all right. It's part of it. That's just my opinion. No disrespect to anybody. Just keep doing what you're doing if you own a series. But if I ever own a series, which I never will, we'd pass some points. Okay, now where was I at before that? Oh, Jack.
Front row, shoot.
Front row Joe, Jack. Burn Jack down. We want the fans to override Jack. Chris, he don't want to get in the middle of it, but we're putting Jack. He put Jack in charge. Let's just shoot. Whoever make the first three-pointer can choose where he wants, inside or outside. Because sometimes the top's fastest at Springfield Raceway, sometimes the bottom. Where are we at? How many minutes now?
12, almost 13.
Oh, we're over 8 minutes. Okay, I'm going to end this video.
Well over.
Leave you guys in suspense on what we're going to do. But the whole video was about, thank Comp Cams. They've hired Ernie Leftwich to run the series and Missy Miller to be
Holman.
Missy, she's always Miller to me because she's my neighbor and that's what her name was. So Missy Holman to run it with Ernie, and they're going to do a good job. They're very excited. So thank you, Chris, again for always coming to my place and being easy to deal with. So now we're going to end this video and burn Jack down. We're going to burn Jack down to shoot the. Oh, don't forget, some lucky fans go chance at a half quarter for $500. You make a half court shot, if we draw your name, you win $500. Pretty good deal, cash. No 1099, no W-2s, just cash between me and you. So the whole video was about, look at my cat there. That's my cat. It's only got 3 legs. Look at that. That horrible. I'm a cat. I'm a person, a human person, or I like animals. And my cat is a good cat. She eats mice, rats, rabbits, squirrels. And one time when I left for the racetrack, she got her leg hurt. And I thought she's gone 2 days. When she come back, she was taking her old leg and she come in the shop. She'd come in the driveway like this right here. And I thought I could just get a couple popsicle sticks and put on each side. And my fiance didn't want that, told me to take her to the vet. So I took her to the vet, and I thought the vet was just going to put 2 popsicle sticks, 1 on each side, put some tape around it, and tell her to take it easy. Wrong. $595 later, she had a whole hip shattered and had to have it cut off. I almost cried. Don't tell nobody that. Just keep that between me and you. But I almost cried because it hurt my little kitty. Her name's Mose, M-O-W-S. She's a good cat. She's cranky. She's like some of them women on menstrual cycles. I'm not saying nothing bad about women. But sometimes your menstrual cycles get you like that. That's the way my cat gets. Like right now, Jerry's petting her. And any minute, she's going to snap at him a little bit. I'm telling you, she just turn on you. It's like a woman on a nasty menstruation cycle. I'm not saying bad about women because I love women. Well, I don't love women. I love my fiance. But other women are nice. So you know what I mean.
Sidetracked.
It's better for me to shut my mouth about that. But thank you for all the women, because if without the women, men would be weird. So now we're back to our sanctioning deal. Serious now. It's a serious matter. Not a serious matter. It's just what it is. We're not going to be sanctioned at Springfield Raceway for 2025. Pay your pit pass, come in and race. No temporary license, no regular license. We'll run under our rules.
No registration.
No registration fees. The only thing that's getting sketchy, the 4-wheeler deal and the 3-wheeler deal. What do you mean? Does anybody ride 3-wheeler anymore?
I don't think so.
Or has that got a rainbow flag if you have a 3-wheeler now?
Yeah.
Pit bikes, dirt bikes, electric bikes, because there's lawsuits going on right now in the racing industry about somebody getting hurt on a 4-wheeler, a kid. So if that goes south, I say it's going to be south for all the 4-wheelers in the pits. Really, I do. So I've got to get with my insurance guy again on what I should do. Right now, I'm going to tell you, if you're going to ride a 4-wheeler pit bike, mini bike, anything like that, you got to be 16 years old. As of right now, I'm going to say that. But some tracks do charge registration fees for 4-wheelers and stuff like that. Maybe there's a reason why they do it. But I'm not charging it as of now. So you just pay your pit pass and race. Be under our rule, Midwest Mod class. We started the class. It was our agreement with Power I when we started. They sanctioned it to keep it the rules, the Springfield Raceway rules, and Springfield Raceway will have our rules. And Jeff Albright's going to keep it, I think, under what we do, because he respects that. And those will be under our rules. The B mods will be like I talked. The pure stocks will be what we talked. No Burt and Bryn. I should have addressed this. Power I was going to go Burt and Bryn at one time, so I was going to do it too. And then they changed their mind. I'd already said to put it out there. So they changed their mind. For 2025, they're not going to do it. I'm going to take a poll. I'm going to write the drivers. Now, I might interview each one of them so I have documentation on what about the Burt and Bryn. It's 2026 next year, not 1942. So the Burt and Bryn deal, no for 2025. And though I put it out there we was before, I should have opened my mouth. But I got to kind of do what normalcy is with the other tracks so everybody can go. Now, the drivers wanted it, but they wanted to be able to go other places and run it. Because I think eight of the 10 wanted it that I asked for the Burt and Bryn. Eight of the 10. And the other 2 would want it if the other tracks had it. So let's get off that. We'll get back to our issue, or not our issue, or the reason we done the video today. No sanction for 2025 at Springfield Raceway. I think I've beat a dead horse to death and said it enough, even though I got sidetracked. We'll probably put a post out too, because some people read all that stuff I put out there. I type all that too. And just so you know, I type all that on the internet and put on Facebook with my phone too. I don't like a laptop or an iPad. I like using my phone. Kenny Walsh said it's the most informative track he's ever been a part of. So that was kind of nice, because I treat it like I want to be treated on that deal, because I like to know what's going on. So I just got to read. I think we're going to end the video. I think that's well enough. But we're racing this Saturday, March 15th. If you're from Montana and you can't make it to Springfield Raceway, because that's a lot of overhead driving all the way to Springfield Raceway, and I understand that. You can watch us live on SpringfieldRaceway.tv every Saturday night. And we don't charge nothing for our YouTube channel. Maybe we should. Maybe if we get good contact, we might charge $1. We don't have an OnlyFans page. Just let you know that. You know what I was thought? Well, we don't need to get on OnlyFans right now. But I've never been bought an OnlyFans page, but I've took a sneak peek at some of them on just their display site. But I don't want to give them no money, because probably virus. You can watch SpringfieldRaceway.tv and every week, and watch our YouTube channel. We hope we can. I don't feel like, I guess this is just me live raw the way I am every day. But maybe we can share it and make people laugh. I met an old boy yesterday that's a fan of the Copenhagen Bandits. How long's our video now?
20 minutes.
Okay, we're going to end the video because people probably won't watch that damn long. Your phone's ringing, but we're going to end it. Thank you guys, everybody. Appreciate everybody that supports Springfield Raceway. We got a lot of stuff coming up this year. Cut it off.